I made a promise that there will never be a reason for us to get a divorce. We will work through whatever. And I just haven't been able to break that promise.
Will and Jada have cemented themselves as a Hollywood power couple over the years. They have also been incredibly candid about the various highs and lows in their relationship. The couple first met in 1994 on the set of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, when she auditioned for the role of his on-screen girlfriend, Lisa Wilkes. Though she didn't get the role, they eventually started dating following the actor's separation from Cherie Zampino. In her NBC News primetime special with Hoda Kotb, Pinkett Smith recalled their first encounter. I was like, okay, he's hanging out here fishing, you know what I mean? Seeing all the pretty girls coming out the audition room, and I was like, don't talk to me unless you're trying to give me a role, way, she recalled and laughed. Pinkett Smith and Smith had previously talked about her audition during a 2018 conversation they had on Red Table Talk. Pinkett Smith said she didn't get the role because she was too short. Yes, Smith replied.
The first time I met you was at the Fresh Prince when I came to audition. Right. I think I was 19.
Yeah.
And they told me I was too short.
Yeah.
But you were there.
Yes. So I remember you were on Different World.
The I Am Legend actor then said that he already knew of her because she was on the hit TV show A Different World, where she played the character Lena James. I knew there was something in our energy that would be magic, he said. In November 1997, Will popped the question, and Jada said yes. And by New Year's Eve the same year, the couple tied the knot in Baltimore, Maryland. Jada was 3 months pregnant at the time, and they welcomed their son, Jaden Smith, in July 1998. There was no way I was going to have a baby and have us not be married, Pinkett Smith told Hoda Kotb in the NBC News primetime special. However, on Red Table Talk, Pinkett Smith said she never wanted to get married and felt pressured by her mother to walk down the aisle. I was under so much pressure, being a young actress and pregnant, and I didn't know what to do, she said. My first trimester was horrible. I was so upset that I had to have a wedding. I was so pissed. I went crying down the freaking aisle getting married, she added.
You have to get married, so let's talk about the wedding. It was almost like that.
Like she completely just was like, that's not a reality where you're not married.
I was under so much pressure, you know, being a young actress, being young, and I was just like pregnant. I was just like, I didn't know what to do. But I just knew, I was like, I never wanted to be married.
Almost 2 years after welcoming Jaden, the couple welcomed their second child, a daughter named Willow Smith. However, things started to take a little bit of a turn in 2013, when rumors about them being in an open marriage started floating around. In April 2013, Pinkett Smith appeared on HuffPost Live and addressed rumors that she and Smith were in an open marriage.
Will and I decided we were not together, where we didn't tell the public. I was actually thinking about divorcing, separating. I mean, there have been several of those, and where we've gone and lived our separate lives. So I think within that is where people might have thought that, oh, they must be having an open relationship.
After fans started speculating that Pinkett Smith cheated on her husband with Mark Anthony. I've always told Will, you can do whatever you want as long as you can look at yourself in the mirror and be okay, she said at the time. Because at the end of the day, Will is his own man. I'm here as his partner, but he is his own man. He has to decide who he wants to be, and that's not for me to do for him, or vice versa. After Pinkett Smith's statement was met with some backlash online, the Set It Off actor decided to clarify her comments on Facebook. She said, open marriage? Let me first say this. There are far more important things to talk about in regards to what is happening in the world than whether I have an open marriage or not. I am addressing this issue because a very important subject has been born from discussions about my statement that may be worthy of addressing.
Here is how I will change my statement. Will and I both can do whatever we want because we trust each other to do so, she said. This does not mean we have an open relationship. This means we have a grown one. This seemed to put an end to the matter, but conversations have started sparking back up in 2020 when the singer August Alsina claimed he had been in a romantic relationship with Jada. In light of his comments, Pinkett Smith invited Smith on Red Table Talk so they could have a discussion about it, and that was when Pinkett Smith acknowledged that she and Alsina were more than friends. She explained their relationship turned romantic when she and Smith were briefly separated. About 4.5 years ago, I started a friendship with August. We actually became really, really good friends. As Pinkett Smith said. It all started with him just needing some help, me wanting to help his health, his mental state. You and I were going through a very difficult time, she told Smith, who jokingly replied, I was done with your ass. But once they started spending time together, Pinkett Smith said she realized she wanted to be with her husband again. When she told Alsina, he broke off communication with her, and she said they haven't spoken since.
I think it was about 4 years ago, started a friendship with August. We actually became really, really good friends. And it all started with him just needing some help. Me wanting to help his health, his mental state. And I mean, we found all those different resources, to help pull him through. And from there, you and I were going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
And we decided...
I was done with your ass.
Yeah, you kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
Yeah.
The couple would soon make headlines again at the 2022 Oscars, when Will got up out of his seat to slap Chris Rock after the host made a joke about Pinkett Smith on stage. Rock joked about Pinkett Smith's bald hairstyle and said she was starring in a sequel to G.I. Jane, which caused Pinkett Smith to roll her eyes in disdain. After laughing off the joke, Smith then got on stage and slapped Rock right across his face. He then appeared to yell, "Keep my wife's name out of your mouth."
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth! I'm going to.
In October 2023, Pinkett Smith's NBC News primetime special with Hoda Kotb aired, and in the episode, she revealed that she and Smith have actually been separated since 2016. When asked why they never shared this news with the public, Pinkett Smith says it came down to just not being ready yet. Still trying to figure out between the two of us how to be in partnership. In regards to how do we present that to people? We hadn't figured that out. Pinkett Smith also said there were a lot of things that caused her marriage to crumble. By the time we got to 2016, we were just exhausted with trying. I think we were both kind of just still stuck in our fantasy of what we thought the other person should be, she said.
Although Pinkett Smith noted that she has considered a legal divorce, she said she has never been able to go through with it. I made a promise that there will never be a reason for us to get a divorce. We will work through whatever, she said. I just haven't been able to break that promise. But just when they thought everything was over, in November of 2023, Will Smith was in the media spotlight for yet another controversy, this time with accusations that he had been cheating on Jada with Dwayne Martin.
Will Smith's assistant, Brother Bilal, broke the news on Tasha K's show while doing an interview to promote his book, Will Smith Demonic Circle. I opened the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne having sex with Will, Bilal told Tasha K. There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Dwayne was standing up killing him, murdering him. It was murder in there. He added,
all right, I open the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having anal sex with Will. It was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Dwayne was standing up, killing him. Murder. It was murder in there.
Now, you might be wondering who Dwayne Martin is. Dwayne Martin is an American actor and collaborated with Will Smith on multiple projects, including The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1993 and 1995, in addition to the 2022 reboot of Bel-Air.
Dwayne refused to acknowledge the situation. However, Jada sure had a lot to say. When Jada was asked about this, she spoke quite frankly. "It's nonsense," began Jada in her interview on The Breakfast Club. "This is a person that tried a money shakedown that didn't work." She continued, insisting that legal action was the only answer. "We're going to take legal action because it's one thing to have your opinion about somebody versus salacious and malicious stories. So that's actionable, and we're going to roll with that. It's not true, and we're going to take care of it, and that's the end of that. We are taking legal action for sure."
Jada was caught echoing that sentiment as she left iHeartRadio. When asked by TMZ what she thought about the allegations that Will was caught having sex with another man, she replied with two simple words: "We suin'." During her interview on The Breakfast Club, Jada also spoke about Will's reaction. Here's one good thing about Will. He's always gonna find it funny. You have to, because it's absolutely ridiculous. You just gotta laugh about it, you know? He was like, "Do you believe this shit?" And we just laughed about it. When it came to the people's response on the situation, most people felt sympathy for Will and Dwayne, with one Twitter user saying, "Truly feel sorry for Will Smith. He deserves a break." And another saying stuff like that is so wrong. Outing people isn't right. What do you think about this situation? What are your thoughts on their relationship? Should they divorce? Let us know down below in the comment section. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, inside out. Also, if you're interested in hearing more about Will Smith's potential affair with Margot Robbie, be sure to check out this video on screen.